Now this is the actual start of the stream. Welcome everybody to episode 16 of the River Delta series. It's the third welcome everyone I've done. We are just outside of Shoreport. Last time we added a new section of the bridge, which is being used by South Haven only trains to cross over to deliver things northward. But we have, what's on the to-do list? Let's see. Improve Shoreport Bridge, done. Con mats, sort of done. More lumber, done. Bushford goods. Let's press play. Boom, there goes the action. We're still pretty heavily in the Steam era here. Actually, we're in the earliest version of the Steam era, where we still need 2 engines for most of our services, the heavy freight stuff. That's something you don't see often in 1960 is multiple engines, beyond like your F unit diesels, which are just cheaper to run in larger numbers. Now, I have a roster here that talks about when I should be replacing vehicles and stuff, such as these, which are outdated. We don't need these anymore, because we have new 280s that can demolish the scene by themselves. Where are they? Here you are. Let's give them a nice rose red, nice South Haven rose red, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What can you do? Wow, just all by itself can pull 21 fully loaded coal cars. That's pretty incredible, if I do say. Put it on high maintenance. There we go, look at that. On the other line, we have some of these, the Lorca 260s moving iron. And, yeah, this one for some reason has 2 coal on board, but I don't think it needs that. So off screen, before we had our little scare, almost losing the entire series, I went through, and I actually did some vehicle replacement. Namely, one of the old Eurekas are now replaced by a train from the future. Say hello to the MP54 electric multiple unit. This is a third rail powered train that appeared on the Pennsylvania Railroad and the Long Island Railroad, because the Pennsylvania owned the Long Island, so they were like, use our trains, and the Long Island was like, oh hell yeah, because the Pennsylvania Railroad was the standard of the world for a long time, and they made some of the best trains ever. Not these, though. These were called ping-pong cars because, well, they were multi-directional, but also they tended to rock back and forth at high speed, and that made journeys rather uncomfortable for the passengers. Also, we have these new 460s, which are numbered incorrectly, so we'll fix that right now. 46, 60... 4670? Wow, okay. 4680? Wow, alright. This is going... I found a new way to quickly find the number, and it's just you go, you type in 3 numbers instead of 2. 4683? Then you are 4626. Okay. It's a little strange. I guess I had 460s running on here at one point. Okay, what are we doing today? It said Bushford Goods. Where is Bushford? Bushford is here. All the way out here, and the nearest goods factory is Havenlin? The Havenlin Goods Factory. So, what? What are we... Oh, that's easy. Easy as cheese pie. Easy as cheese in a cheese pie, as they say. I'm sure you, in your travels, you must have heard somebody say that. We're just gonna connect it up to this main line here, a little freight spur. Too much curvature? Nah. Much better than the cheesecake. If that isn't the truth, then it wouldn't be true. Okay, one other thing I want to do is, so this has to cross over, but I don't want it to... We've had some traffic jam problems here off screen, because there's just so many East Haven Railroad trains running through here, that what I want to do is have this diverge here. Come across, please. Do it. Yeah, look at that. What bridge are we using? We got wood here, but let's use some... Yeah, that looks horrible. That looks less horrible. Have it come straight on through. And then, like yonder, so... Run on through. Please go straight. Okay. Then, boom. Now, Bushford is on the other side. So we actually have to have this... What is going on? Okay. Oh, that works. Yeah, bridge under troubled water. Ah, we gotta make it through the tunnel. I'm probably only gonna run like 2 trains on here, so we can actually have that be a single track, and then it goes like this, right? And then... Oh no, that's a horrible idea. That's way too long to be a passing loop. No, we'll have this be the passing loop, because it's out of the way. So right here, go like so, and double track this here. So many bridges. This is a cool spot. Just a bunch of bridges intersecting each other. Oh, much better than the cheesecake. Yeah, cheese pie, what am I talking about? Let's fix these signals up. And then right when we hit the tunnel, divert. Because now there's enough space in between the switches that there's not going to be, as our Lord and Savior Joe Biden would say, malarkey regarding the junction points. Then you come up here, but we need to get you... Well, this is goods, so we need commercial, which is over there, but that's not going to happen. So what we're going to do is put a freight terminal. We could put a little one. Well, there's nothing going out, so why not? Yeah. Put a little guy in there. Delete this road. How bad is this incline? Wow, okay. Oh my god, look at that. We actually don't even need this. Then we just go boom. And then we just go boom. And then it's boomed. Except that looks atrocious, so we're not gonna do that. Where are we? Okay, right here. Delete that. Delete this, and that, and this, and this. And then also get rid of this road depot and this town growth. We're going to use this kind of station instead. Put that in there. Like diddly so. Use that. Yes, please. How does that look? It's not the best I've ever done, but now we're going to use the smoothing tool to really make this look like it's part of the actual natural landscape and not some horrible monstrosity appendage. Trains, there they go. Ooh, and an Adams Radial coming the other way. Coming from Scornford, running empty and making lots of money as it does so. Now we put a signal here, and then we can make a line. New line, please. Havenland East to... Uh-oh, it doesn't like it. Havenland East, come here. Now that I don't understand. Why... Now it's working. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what was going on there. Just some oddball stuff. Now, we can put a depot down over here. God, I'm so happy I didn't lose this map. Oh, Discord, I'm on it. Juice, I hate muting the juice bar. Oh, and I placed a depot. That does happen a lot. Where Discord will be going. Well, now it's muted. Unfortunately. Oh, we have a new train. Since the chief designer of Capeve, Garbet, was an advocate of the simplest possible designs, a superheated steam twin engine was provided for the P8. Huh. I don't know what that is. A P8 was a very economical locomotive that made no great demands on the skills of the train driver. Cool. Garbet initially even planned the P8 as an express locomotive. The first examples were with streamlined tapered cabs. So this is a passenger engine. You are... Oh, this is the original P8, and then this is the other one. But these do so well in freight service, I might actually use them, because they're really powerful. Let's add one of you. And then, let's get 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and how can you do? Yeah, it can still do a bit more. And we'll do, 1, and 2, and 3. 12 cars. Green caboose, 2 of them. Now, we are on East Haven Railroad number 4684. There are 84 460 types on this network. Let me know if Discord is still going nuts. I'll, Alright, now let's actually name this line. This is going to be East Haven Railroad, Bushford, Goods. Wow, yeah, look at that. Beautiful engine. That's definitely a German or... like Vienna, Austria kind of looking. And that is not the whistle that would have, but who's keeping score? These middies are completely not good. So we're actually going to replace them with one of these guys. And we're going to call this 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's 14 on here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So that's 7. Then, no, not that color. Then 1, 2, 3. And then little 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a caboose. I need it. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Juice. Always a pleasure. But now we must build trucks. Trucks are the way to get the thing to the other side of town. And yeah, we're just gonna do a little truck drop off here, right in the center of everything. We need a new road depot because we trashed the old one. Give me this, and then give me some steam tarpaulin trucks. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping around. We need a new line. We need this to here. And they're green. This is going to be Bushford Goods Truck. And off they go. Look at them. They're doing great. Very high, please. Many passengers riding on this route. This is like one of the busier areas of the East Haven network. There's still areas that we need to connect, like for example, Marycliff. This town, and I mentioned this in a previous episode, I go back and I watch all the episodes just to make sure I'm like getting the dates right and stuff. The only way to really connect Marycliff up to anywhere is to connect it to Wide Plains. But that is, I mean, we could try to connect it to East Haven, but I believe we attempted that and it did not go well. Oh, you know what though? We have electric trains now. Yeah, so... But how are we going to get it across is the question. Well, where does this go? This goes up this way. And we could break it off here and have it just come up that way. Yeah, let's connect Marycliff. Freight to Marycliff now is a whole other... Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Is the circus accepting its daily delivery of logs? Okay, so then we need to swing this around. I'm amazed that the MP54 came out when it did, because MP54s were like in service for so long. Like, it's kind of amazing that they were around since like 1907 or 1908, whatever year it is now. Okay, so now we have this. Sometimes it is better to build up your route a little bit before you make like a crazy build, because now we have like kind of half a way to get up there. Now the question is, can you do this without doing a tunnel junction? Because that is all I want in life. I think you can. Yeah, it goes right over. Beautiful. Forget about Brightwell. That's, Alright, we'll just do one track. Oh, do we have... Oh, we have this little, nice little one. For for small branch lines and narrow gauge. Please give me... Oh, I can't do track measurements like that. Okay, there we go. Hopefully 1,000 meters is 4 feet, 8.5 inches. This actually worked seamlessly. That seems to be a common theme, like, oh, this is gonna be really hard, and then just like I do it in like one try and there's no problems. Oh god, cool down with the one-way signals there, friendo. You're gonna sink your own ship. Now, we could even have it extend into Lachlan. No, that's route cannibalism. We can't do that. We could have a long-distance train running to Havenland. We really could. Every track is occupied, though. I mean, if we do build... Oh, you know what? We should build this, and here's why. Because then we have... Let's build something interesting. Let's build this, and then we'll do... that. Extend this out a little bit. Double slit, and then yeah. Did we do this yet? New line. Let's get her started at least. Eastern Railroad, Marycliff commuter. We'll put a depot here because everything is going to be coming out this way. No, we need... Technically it says these are diesel multiple units, but they're not. They are very much, yeah, that's excellent. Okay. 2, please. Now, what do we call these? 5400s, I guess? East Haven Railroad number 5400. That's definitely something else. East Haven Railroad number 5401. I mean, they're MP54s. They might as well be the number of their namesake. Okay, okay. So now you need goods, which we can sort of provide if we delete this. You are dropping off plastic, so that means this track should actually be used by this. Oh, what does Facebook want? Let's get rid of that. And then make sure the laptop is muted. What's going on? That was not a key. And I have perfect pitch, so I have no excuse. What are we doing now? Oh my Golly gee, golly god. Okay. Pause, please. It's junction redo time. Because this junction needs to be back here. If it'll let me. We're getting to deep castle levels of complicated track. Just so long as they don't overlap, I'm fine with that. Or the tracks don't overlap, I should say. Yeah, that looks okay. Then we take you. We run you across. How did I do this? But I need it to be a little less obtuse. I need it to come in right like that. Is that gonna do it? Is it gonna crash all the trains if I do it that way? No, it looks bad because the land is elevated. Okay, so this junction has to be completely flat or it's gonna get all wrecked. Flattened. Go. We'll start with this. Whoa. Then wait. Almost got it right. Then you do that. You. No. Okay, I did this backwards. There we go. Boom, boom. Signal, 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 signal. But then you go straight. This is quite the uphill battle, as they say. This one's gonna get named the Cliffsider, because it's a cliff runner. Then there's that, and then we wrap this all around, wrap it around, wrap it around. Then one. Trains coming in get a free pass because if we put a signal here, they're all gonna get blocked up. So this signal is also kind of doing stuff for that. All right. Terminals, Bushford goods, please come in on track 3. Now, You can have duplicate tracks or multiple lines using the same track, but you have to be very careful that you're combining them with an in track and an out track, or else they'll get all kind of same railroad. Merricliff goods. What am I trying to say? What am I doing right now? I get so mush mouthed when I'm trying to like do two things at once. Like what? That's not. No blue. No blue. Give me green. Could make this one a little different. Can you hold 12? You only hold 4. Alright, yeah, I mean, we haven't hit the era of, like, lots of, like, multiple types of, boxcars and all that. Let's only use one for now. And that's a 262, so 262. Or no, 62. Alright, and there it is. So road number 6228. Welcome to the world. But now we need a track over here, so it doesn't gum up this. As much as it otherwise would. And it can't because why? Collide, collision. Alright. It gets its own track then. Up to here. Probably better to have this sort of like ultra efficient, like multi-tracked system than it is to kind of just let it all fall apart when trains get bunched up. Some signals there. I think this will even hold. There's just going to be some points of congestion with traffic, but... Alright, duplicate yourselves. And new line. You are East Haven Railroad. Wide Plains MC commuter. Play. Eastern Railroad number 5403. East Haven Road, number 5404. And the year 1908 kicks off with a start. Look at this cute little station. It's great. Time for bus. Let's design this town to our specifications. Bus stop here. Bus stop here, and they're already building. Bus stop here. Bus stop here. And bus stop here. I know those two are right next to each other, but no one's keeping the score. Then configure, please. We need cargo over on this end. And then where is it? Truck drop off. Right now the train station does cover it, but it won't in the future because of the way the town growth works. So we're gonna put a little guy here. Gonna buy 1, 2, 3, 4 trucks. New line. It's purple. You're gonna go from there to there. Merricliff goods truck. And then, yeah, now we need the color to be, what color is that? That's like, it's like this? Yeah. Alright, there you go. Now, buses. Mac bus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, first of all, can't forget. 1, 2, 3, 4. New line. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is Merricliff Bus 1. And off they go. Rose red, one of my favorite colors. Now you are just regular red. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. Too many bus stops. Alright, you are Merricliff Bus 2. We can get rid of this. Now you, Merricliff Goods, it's active. Bushford Goods is very active. Nothing like it. Well. Well, that's that. I don't know what to do, actually. I suppose we could try to hook up North Haven with Brantford and Brightwell. Have this line come somewhat out here, maybe? I want to use a bus to connect these, but the buses just aren't good enough yet. Oh, here's a town I missed with the buses. Yeah, let's make this better for the wonderful townsfolk of East Haven, to which a railroad is named after them. Boom. And then we'll just make one bus just go in a massive, like, outer ring around the town. You're making some money. That's good. if we configure and we add more, this, can we do one more? If the autosave will leave off. No, it doesn't look like we can. Unless we delete that street and then do it very quickly. There we go. Now, new line, please. Oh wow, there's all this uncharted territory as well. Bus here. Bus here. Cool. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. This will be East Haven bus 3. Now we need a new one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. East Haven bus 3. Or 4. Damn it. Okay. Alright. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, all of them will be very high until we get the 1940 era buses. It is crazy. We don't get a bus that's better than the Mac for another, like, 20 years. Wow, there are a lot of people waiting for these trains. We did replace the Pax Northern with Atlantics pulling these sorts of coaches. But the Pax Eastern might be slightly overwhelmed with its current... No, we added multiple cars to it, so we should be good, but... Ooh, old meets new. I am seeing some slight backup. But, that's because this is entering the green knot, which becomes full circle out here in Deep Castle. So we have to replace stuff that that comes out in 1884 this episode. We already did this section. Yeah, I replaced a lot of the Adams radials with faster types. One of our first items is 66. These guys. But what should we use? Could use these. Could use these though. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, I feel bad making them do that hike all by themselves, so let's add a little, oh, well, also now we have to, renumber them. So 62, 28, these are going to be 29 through something. I don't know why I just saw a passenger train. Where are you right now, friendo? Oh, you're over here. Oh, because it does that super long... route. Yeah, that's right. What were you waiting for? You're trying to get across. This is a bad junction. But I suppose there's not much I can do about it unless I put it here instead. Maybe this'll help clear up traffic? There's just so much stuff going over that bridge. Yeah, there's stuff going all over the place. Let's see. Only one train, well, make that two. No, that's the same one. Alright, so now the logging operation really is in full swing in the modern era. Looking for some 1884 stuff. Is that right? 1905 is 1880, 1906 is 1881, 1907, 1883, so 1908 is 1884. Ooh. Well, we already got rid of the Broadway, actually. But now the Plains Village goods train, which comes out of here. Yeah, it's time for Winterway to get something special in the form of a high-powered Great Western 280. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodbye, Adams Radials. Also, another thing that I did was we finally passed 100 consolidations. There are 100 280s, 102 to be precise. So the Winterway Railroad is going into the 2900 class. 2903. Well, I wouldn't exactly call them the 2900 class. They're technically the L2 class, but the 2800 class needed quite an upgrade. And now the Winterway goods delivery. Yeah. Fortunately, these are already 280s, so they can keep their numbers. Easy peasy. And they're carrying 15. Semi-random color scheme in order to simulate our usage of multiple railroads, different boxcars, different freight companies, and the like. Now the Shoreport goods train, I believe we actually already replaced. Yeah, there's that one. There's the West Haven Railroad Machines, which we did. Okay. Oh, the plastic shunter, which is an Adams radial as well. There he goes, look at him. Yeah, oh my god. It's time to not only replace, but to duplicate the crap out of this one. Let's use these because they're small. Blue, and then boom, and then we'll use a bunch of boxcars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Purple for plastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place that, and then high maintenance. Duplicate yourself. Now 26, 80. Nope, we don't have. Yeah, I guess 33, 34, 35 is our next one. I could have sworn we had more. I guess not. Wow. Pretty mind-boggling. Where's your brother? Oh, he's coming out here. Okay, cool. West Haven Road number 2636. What are their capacities? 216? 216 plus 216 is 432, so we actually should be able to handle that. But you know what needs to happen also, to my own chagrin, is we do need to put in a truck station and have some of this plastic get ferried over that way. Unless we made a third plastic train, but I honestly think that would be overkill. So we might want to wait, actually. Yeah. What are you? What are you doing? West Haven Railroad Fuel, West Haven. You definitely need... Oh no, you're a mogul. Okay. I thought you were a consolidation. Silly me. That's a 260, not a 280. This thing is about to make us a lot of money, let me tell you. Okay. back to the East Haven briefly, because we were talking about how these engines might be getting slightly overwhelmed. Pax Midland, it was 1884. So these are going in favor of something a little more strong. Could use that. We could also use this. But, let's see how the Atlantic does when instead of using these... Oh, these are the same. Okay. And they're not as good. So, 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of high hills here, though. That's my only concern. So if we did 6... and put 2 engines... that gives us 1,400, and that's the same. What if we did 5? 2 engines for 5 coaches, though? That's a little absurd, don't you think? But what if we did maybe, clerestories? These are 25 tons, almost half. Well, we definitely need the 2. Or we could just pick a better locomotive. How do you do? What if I added 1 of these? Got rid of this. That's acceptable. The question is, how does it look? Now we need 4, 6, 74. Do we have 80 of them? We do. This train now coming out of the tunnel. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice fusion between modern and old time. It's going to be 4686. U. 4687. 4688. 4689. And 4670. Now with their upgraded speed, they should actually do better. Which is what we like to see, isn't it? Let's check the chat. Got anyone? We've made a lot of changes preemptively. Namely, this was an engine built in 1884, so we actually replaced it correctly, which is pretty good. Haha. I've been waiting for this one. We gotta get rid of these and put on some of these bigger consolidations. Because right now, this is our heavy freight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How can you do? 51, acceptable for freight, and you're not sharing the route with passengers, so that's good. Green caboose, boom. You guys are up next. I mean, we could be fancy with it. This is what... Okay, no, we'll just do this. And then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Now there's all the coal trains. Wow, I put Adams radials on these. That is not what it says on my roster. It says I did 280s, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, these are going to be 28, 2906. $29.07. And these have 17 cars. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. There's one now. Yeah, they go around this loop and they do this cool little crossover thing. I did that because coal and iron trains get really long, so it's just easier to have them like loop around than it is to have them go point to point. But there's actually too much coal, so we need to this is road number 2908. This is road number 2909. 109 consolidations. Wow. Then on your end, I didn't number these. 2910. 2911. Server number 2912. Server number 2913. Where are you? You're over here. Okay. Well, now the Aldale Steel Mill is gonna be cranking like mad. This this fuel thing is doing pretty good. Shadow of the Valley, the fuel's doing good. Alston fuel is not, but it's probably because the coal is doing bad, methinks. Yeah, Coal Aldale is not doing great. They're working hard, though. Gotta give them credit. Perhaps we could siphon some coal from over here, maybe? Using trucks, question mark? Because there's no way we're getting more trains in here, so might as well. How does that look? Lumpy? Yes. Let's just use the default bridge. This may be the beginnings of what is going on with that. The beginnings of the interstate highway system. I think I see what needs to happen here. This is gonna mess a lot of stuff up, I bet. What is going on? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong key. That would do it. Oh. I guess I can kind of ignore the plastic factory because, well, I'm not really trying to do anything with that. This is going to be a horrible route and it's not going to make any money. Alright, all dill, coal truck, then it gets put on the boat and taken to the port where we're going to need you to bring it here. All dill, coal, truck 2. So let's set this one up first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have enough money to blow on a bad line, thank goodness, but now up here, we're gonna need that. Well, we'll see. We'll see if it works. Does this even connect to that? Yeah, it does. What's going on? Where are we trying to be? It doesn't like it, as I figured. But is this connected to the port? Yes. It's working. Sort of. And here comes the fleet. So many trucks. My God. We're gonna need as big a station as we can get. There we go. So yeah, as a message to the dude who deleted the Junkers aircraft mod, don't be a clown. Don't delete your mods. Like, if somebody's installed them and they're broken, like, I'm sure there's a way to fix the mod without people having to, like, reinstall it or whatever. So a lot of these trains that we replaced today are going to be in service until about 1926, which is when things sort of really start to get modern. Did we replace... Where are you? It's not that. It's something that goes, I think, out here. It's a Winterway. No, isn't it like... Yeah, it's this guy. $1884. We're starting to see the last of some of these, the original 440s. There's a lot of tunnels on this, so we're gonna use the electric. They get to keep their numbers. Modernity. I love Steam. I really do. And, I use it practically when I can. Now the Broadway. I'm not exactly a super fan of using all of this BR stuff, so... Just because the engines are so, like, tiny, like, itty-bitty. I suppose these can stay for now, but they will be getting axed in favor of something. Now, con mats. Or something else. Do we have our food situation sorted out? Brighton is getting food. Not at a very high lick, though. Willowbend is getting food, but not machines. Once this hub opens up, we'll have that figured out. I am sure of it. Okay. No signal there. If it's gonna do that... Also no signal there. Why don't we put it here? What are you waiting for? You're waiting for this. And you're waiting for this. Which is... waiting for... something that definitely does not have the right of way here. Oh well, we can still train spot. Oh, new trains. Flying over the bridge. What a sight. Alright, go. Go lumber. No, what? Okay, this signal then has to be removed. Is that signal for this? Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. We're gonna have to get rid of this one. And depending on how long this train goes... Yeah, the trains are just too long for there to be this many signals now. I'm okay with a bit of queuing, but... when every track is completely backed up... that does get slightly problematic. Like, what are you waiting for? Why is there a backup here? That should not be waiting for this. Well, I suppose we don't have too much choice. That's clipping through. You're waiting for nothing. I think we need more tracks on this bridge. Because there's 9... Yeah, wait. There's no way to count how many lines are going over here, but there's too many. Split between 2 railroads as well. If there was a way we could get the West Haven and Winterway trains off the bridge, maybe, like... have them come down, like... on their own bridge along the side. Let's try it. What comes in here? South Haven Railroad food. And West Haven Railroad fuel, so not that. Winterway goods comes out here, then goes up there. In order to divert down here, end up in that tunnel. Puzzle, puzzle, puzzle. Oh, but see, now that this one doesn't have a signal, it's never gonna move. So you're actually going to be going out this track. Did that break it? It broke it. God damn it. Come on, autosave. I don't have all day. Let's do it. Alright, there we go. And that fixes things. Not at all. Oh my god. Signal there. At least things are like semi-flowing again. Yeah, just so much activity. It really is pretty cool, though, that this exists. Now, how many lines? I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I see what we can do to maybe clear the congestion just a touch. Pause. Then this is like an actual highway bridge. Right now it's 6 tracks, but we're going for the full 8. Hopefully that's enough space. Uh-oh, are we finally gonna have problems with the track below? No, we're not. Where is South Haven? Shoreport signal. Okay, that's not the right route. We need you, sir. Cole. Oh wow, that's a lot of trains. Okay. West Haven Colliery and Sons. Oh, we need to signal it. Ha ha ha. Boom. Then 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. Cool. Now, like, 6 of the trains are gonna do better. This will be the last run over over that with whoops. Halldale Steel, pick up no coal. Pick up no coal. Pick up no coal. And no coal. Now, is there anything else then? That we can do to maybe help out? What's this red one? South Haven Railroad. Steel. Curious. Collision. What with? Do that. It doesn't like doing it in the middle of the bridge, apparently. This comes in here. Wait, this is an up, that's a down. Okay, so you... I'm gonna do waypoints this time. Halldale Steel, hit that. West Haven Hub, hit that. Does that break it? No, it does not, and it stays. So that should be immensely helpful to clear up a lot of this clogging nonsense. Why don't we check it out? So many trains. This will be the first one over the new track that we just built. Also, happy 4th of July to those who celebrate it. Wow, that train is almost full. I feel like I could almost put newer coaches on that, but... Because if these trains are only holding up each other, then that's fine. And in fact, what I even could do is do something like this, maybe. Just so the steel trains kind of have their own, like, little queuing area. Oh, autosave, you're killing me. Also, we're gonna start the date, and when we hit 1901, I'm gonna sign off for a bit. This is where the hub might start becoming a little too much to chew on. I don't understand what this one was waiting for, but... So from Aldale Steel, after West Haven Waypoint 2, please come here. Then on your way out, do me a favor. Hit. Whoops. So now it does some weird crossover stuff, but still has its own platform for the most part. Or does it? No, now it's coming in on the wrong track. No path, huh? God, all that steel is wasted. 2820 and 2822. Why is it over there? Oh, it's right here. I don't understand why these are depots, but... Actually, I'd rather... make a dead run instead of doing whatever it's doing, but I guess we don't have a choice. How much steel is waiting here? 273. Well, we lost about that much. Yeah, we lost 372 steel because of that train's pathing error. I am going to be streaming Fallout New Vegas tonight at 7:30, if anyone is interested in that. I've been doing another long play of that game, because it's one of my favorites. Yeah, there's something going on with this. But I don't know what like why it's not producing logs, because it definitely should be. For some reason, this is bringing logs to East Haven Exchange, which it should not be doing. I did something weird with this. Oh, I see. It was because logs are coming in here and planks are not going out at a very rapid pace. Which means all of this is slowing down. This has 16,000 logs stored. And it's just not doing anything with them. Alright, what's going on now? What's the problem? You're trying to go where? You're trying to go in there. And you were trying to go out that way. That's not gonna work, friend. I should actually just play and get rid of that, because that's not gonna... Needs to be more orderly than that, that's for sure. Didn't I say once the trains get really long, everything's gonna fall apart? I did say that. And I knew it to be true then, and it's true now. How are you doing? You're doing good. You know what I haven't checked on in quite some time is not the con mats, but you, the steel mill. Apparently is doing very well. I think there could be more trains on this, so let's actually do 5, and then 26. What are we at now? $36. I don't see a 37, so West Haven Railroad number 2637. Just to keep the rate of supply up. Now, this is completely overwhelmed with con mats, apparently. You're bringing in logs like it's the 4th of July, which it is. But you all are doing kind of a bad job delivering con mats to where? Mountain Circle. So... I suppose it is time then to upgrade all of this. That's the road depot. We need the tram depot. And we need some of these guys. Let's do 6. What is it? It's Mountain Circle. But it doesn't want to do it for some reason. Oh, it's MC Conmat's truck. Okay. Please do that. Okay, I guess it doesn't want to do it. Go here. Go here. Then, as these are all rolling out, usually I can do that. That's a little strange. Yeah. Actually, what we'll do, sell all the trucks now, because they're not cutting the cake right. You're waiting for something that you're waiting for. God, always Deep Castle. Also, what is that signal? Oh my god. I need to pay more attention. This signal should be there, and there should be a signal there, not in front of the switch. No wonder the queuing gets so bad. Also, the middies are out. Out, I say. To be replaced with these. Five. What can you do? That's pretty bad, actually. That's like a light freight engine. That's better. Yeah. Now as we return to these, we need to make sure they are up to code. Don't have any of the new railroad crossings yet, but there are enough machines and tools and goods being produced. The only thing I'm not really seeing is fuel. Oh yeah, there should be a signal there anyway. Just looking at all the things I can do. Now the refinery train is not doing as well. And now this one is weirdly doing better. Optimizing lines is never something I'm very good at. Usually I just keep adding more stuff until like I can't fit anything more on the map. Oh wow, we really cleaned the plastic out of there. It's producing a lot though. You're running almost full. That's good. If I can get over 100 items in every train, that's decent. Well, I'm kind of at a loss as to what to do, so let's find an NPC. See where they're going. Canyon Valley, Deep Castle, and Willow Bend. Wow. It's a pretty crazy route there, son. Who's in the chat? Who would like to be an NPC? Let's just do our usual. He's taking the other East Haven Railroad train. Which, is the PAX Northern, PAX Midland. We need to find all of the remaining D1 Class 440s, which I don't think any remain. Wow. No, there have to be some. Here they are. PAX Eastern. What shall we replace these with? How about Atlantic types? We'll actually do it. We'll use the double header. Just for interesting reasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sell 2 of them. And now we need to see how many Atlantics we have. Alright, actually, why don't we just change their numbers to 42. Oh, where did he go? There he is. Yeah, we got quite a lot of trains running through here. I can almost guarantee it's being held up at Deep Castle. Well, there's a freight train running through the station right now, so that might do it. Is this the train we're gonna take? I think it actually might be on its return trip. Unless it's that one. Could be anyone. There's a whole lot of waiting and not a whole lot of moving. Like, after this train goes through, I'm gonna need you to go. Oh God, why is there not a signal there? That's awful. No wonder this place is always like gummed up. It's because like there's like not signals where there should be, and there are signals where there should not be. Like here, for example. If there's ever like blockages, all I have to do is look at Deep Castle, and that's where it is. Okay, so now you're going. Oh my God, it's blocked up everywhere. The entire network. And Deep Castle is like the dead center of the map. Not to mention the dead center of the eastern whatever territory. East Haven territory. Yeah, it's just slowly backing up the entire route. There's traffic jams galore. Now it looks okay, but that's because all the trains that are normally trying to get through here are waiting to get through. I actually might give it a call here. This is definitely a next episode issue. I think what we might do is we might have another track just running straight through the center of town and doing more convoluted stuff, just as a way for maybe even going into a tunnel, going through, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm glad we didn't lose this world. That makes me very happy. We will continue. Well, I'm streaming later tonight, Fallout New Vegas at 7:30. Probably will have a guest for that, hopefully. But yeah, Transport Fever 2 River Delta will continue as the series progresses. Now I remember why I didn't put a signal there. But yeah, that is all for today. We'll stop here, as we often do at Deep Castle. And, yeah, thank you all for watching. Much appreciated. Signing off.